Let's talk about converting from base 10 to any other base. Let's say we have 3,596 to base 10 to, let's say, base 4. So we have 3,596, and now we need to find the greatest power of 4 that is under 3,596. Powers of 4. So 4 to the 0 is 1, 4 to the first is 4, 4 squared is 16, 4 cubed is 64, 4 to the fourth is 256, 4 to the fifth is 1,024, and then 4 to the sixth is 4,096. Now, 4,096 is obviously greater than 3,596. So the largest power of 4 that's under 3,596 is actually 1,024. Now, we need to find how many times 1,024 will divide into 3,596. And 1,024 will divide 3 times because 1,024 times 3 is 3,072. 3,072 is less than 3,596, so it will divide it 3 times. The first number will be a 3. And then we have to subtract 3,596 with 3,072. And this will be 524. The next power that's under this is 256. 256 will divide this 2 times. And 256 times 2 is 512. So we can write a 2 there. And then this will be a 12. Now 64 is greater than 12, so we can't use 4 cubed, so we put a 0 here. We can't use 16 either, so we put a 0 there. And then we have 4. 4 goes into 12 3 times. And when we subtract 12 with 12, we're left with 0. And we can't use a 1, so we put a 0. Now this can be a little tricky. Let's look at another example. Let's say we have 1,244 base 10 to base 9. So we have 1,244. And we need to find the greatest power of 9 that will be less than this. So 9 to the 0 is 1. 9 to the first is 9. 9 squared is 81. 9 cubed is 729. And 729 is less than 1,244. If we multiply 729 with 9, it'll be a really, really huge number. So we can just leave it there. So 729 will go into 1,244 one time. Then we have to subtract 1,244 with 729. So this will be 515. Next, we have to use the 81. 81 will go into 515 6 times. 81 times 6 is 486. This will be 29. And so we can put a 6 there. 29 will go into 9 3 times. And that will leave us with a 2. 2 goes into 1 twice. And this will give us a 0. So this is our final answer. Let's look at one final example. Let's say we have 3,296 base 10 to base 8. So we have 3,296. And then we have to list out the powers of 8. 8 to the 0 is 1. 8 to the 1 is 8. 8 squared is 64. 8 cubed is 512. And 8 to the fourth is 4,096. 4,096 is obviously greater than 3,296, so we need to use 512. Now, 512 will go into 3,296 6 times. So, 512 times 6 is 3,072. So, we can write a 6 there. Then we need to subtract 3,296 with 3,072. This will be 224. So now we need to use the 64. 224 will go into 64 3 times. So 64 times 3 is 192. And then 4 minus 2 is 2. 22 minus 19 is 3. And so we write a 3 there. And then we use the 32. And 8 will go into 32 4 times. So we can write a 4 there. 32 minus 8 times 4, which is 32, will be 0. So we write a 4 there. And 0 is the only number left. We don't have to use the 1, so this will be a 0. That's how you can convert base 10 to any other base. Now, this can be a little bit complicated, so this requires a lot of practice. I've linked a practice worksheet and its answers in the comment section, so make sure to go check those out.